I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV. Let's go to work.
New season.
Yes, guys.
You up for it?
Fucking up for it.
Are you fucking ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Are you fucking ready?
I was fucking born ready.
Should we smash it?
I'm gonna smash it fucking head in.
Have you printed the agendas off?
Fuck! 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 Fucking agendas!
Tit.
Fuck this. I'm off. See you later. Hello, if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome back for a brand new season of Uncensored match build-ups. The season is upon us. We've just discussed, I had a bit of a roundup of pre-season. Chris has also kindly done his own ultimate pre-season roundup, all the stats and figures that you'll need to know just in one handy bite-sized place. We've also got a great article from Jack Hart as well on the website, rounding up pre-season, and loads of other great stuff. Do check out the RedmenTV.com. Anyway, we're here to talk about the Premier League's return, Chris. Footy's back! It is back. It's back, and it's back with a vengeance. Although really, it's not really been gone anywhere because we've been on telly like once a week for the last 2 months. Anyway, like, it is definitely different.
This could be the most exciting Premier League season of all time.
Yeah, well, we're going to discuss that on the Premier League show. So you've stolen me. You've stolen me opening line from that. Thanks.
That's what happens when you leave him in charge for 1 second.
I'm not reading ahead.
Yeah,
shouldn't let him read.
Show 3, Friday football show. Is this the most exciting season ever?
I know you can read. Read the first one of show 2. First thoughts on the new season.
Yeah.
Thoughts are this could be the most exciting season in the Premier League of all time. Still on show 1. Damn it.
Utter bell. Anyway, we're playing Stoke at home. Obviously, we normally fucking loathe playing Stoke at home because it's basically like watching rugby league come to Anfield. The big question is, Mike, does Mark Hughes in charge mean the end of rugby football for Stoke?
No. You still got the same players. You can't polish a turd, can you? So
you can, but it'll still be a fucking turd. I've learned this.
Yeah.
Squashed one.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that, Chris. Yeah, but
so you were fully expecting Stoke to turn up and play exactly the same way?
Still full of big, horrible twats, aren't they? Who are going to kick shit out of you. So yeah, well, he might try and play a little bit of football.
Apparently they've been.
But Mark Hughes is a terrible manager, so nothing much is going to change.
Yeah,
that's a strange thing, isn't it? Because apparently in pre-season they've been trying to get the ball down because the lap's gone. So he's on a free, plays for a championship team.
But they've signed this Munizer, haven't they, from Barcelona? He's a ball-playing centre-back to play with Shawcross.
But they've only brought 2 players in, haven't they? They've brought Peters, and he was like a left-back, and he apparently is more technical on the ball, and then Munizer. But he's not. Is he a centre back?
He's a young centre back. Yeah.
So he's not really gonna get much of a game.
He's playing with Shawcross. I reckon he'll be a starting centre back.
So then you've got this thing of the chairman's come out and said we want to evolve our style, we want to change it. But then when your strikers are Walters, Crouch, Jones, and Jerome, really,
ball's only going one way, innit?
Really, how you're going to change it? You know, it's not as if you were saying that, you know, Hughes gets a bit unfair sometimes because of Blackburn, they were just Stoke, but he got the City and Fulham playing all right. If they'd have gone out and bought 4 new players in, like Mini said, across the pitch, you'd be saying, well, maybe, yeah, but if your strikers are them 4, and the one striker that they're linked with is the Diop who used to play for Man U, who's 6'7", 6'8". You play to your strengths. Their strengths is still going to be long ball and getting crosses.
I mean, we've seen it time and time again, haven't we? Dad, managers come in and try to change things too quickly.
I think they might still try and play it more on the ground and maybe get it wide before they throw crosses in. But they're not going to stop kicking people because that's what they do.
It's in the
And
nature.
2, I mean, Mark Hughes' Blackburn were always bottom of the fair play league every season.
Yeah, it's a good point, yeah.
So they're going to be exactly the same in that front. So you can expect at the weekend that they're going to kick us to death with mindset.
I think they might be a little bit
I
more.
think Coutinho could have trouble.
Well, this is it. I mean, I remember going back to the Stoke game last season. Raheem Sterling got a trial by fire in that game, and he came out really well, all told, but he just got booted pillar to post, and you can see them being cynical enough to target Coutinho.
Yeah, of course they are. Look, as long as, on a general feel, as long as there are ball-playing defenders and slight midfielders in the Premier League, there'll be a place in the league for teams like Stoke.
Yeah.
Mark Hughes might try and change the football. It ain't going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the first game of the season, that's for damn sure. Yeah. By the end of the season, we might see a sort of an in-between, more of a direct thing that John was talking about, a direct team. But against us, mates, they are going to come out and attack us, and they are going to want to get at us early on in the game.
Do you think that's the case, or do you think they'll park the bus? Because Stoke typically put...
Sorry, when I say get at us, I mean like...
boot
in your face.
Yeah. I think they'll sit back, but they will boot us, like, and as you say, they'll target Coutinho. And
There'll be long balls getting humped up by the Chad.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Chad's there.
Yeah.
Ah, Charlie.
Yeah.
used to kicking balls out of Anfield as well, isn't he?
He hit the moon, didn't he, once? Yeah. I'm interested to know, obviously, off the back of pre-season, Mike, do we know what Liverpool's best 11 is yet?
No, I don't think Rodgers does either. Because I think he's... I was looking down and remember what you were saying to Chris before, but I think we've improved the squad. Mm-hmm. But I still don't think the first 11's set in stone. Yeah. I still think there's tweaks to be made there, and potentially what could happen in the next few weeks, we don't know. I think you could pretty much guess what he's going to start with. Yeah. The only real curveball now is Downing going, and who starts on the right-hand side.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? The question is, obviously, we now know Stuart Downing signed for West Ham for $5 million. And I didn't have to drive him, which was nice, you know.
Saved us some
a few
money, nice.
petrol, like, which is always encouraging. Now,
I thanked him for turning up on Twitter, if anyone saw before.
No, look, I'd have happily kept Downing for another year, but if he's gone, he's gone. No tears here, like. But that's the thing. Does it suggest maybe that Ibe's done enough or Sterling's done enough in pre-season?
I think Ibe's been getting the nod ahead of Sterling, which has been quite interesting. He's been the one who's been getting brought on.
Mm-hmm. Big rumours that Sterling might go out on loan.
Yeah. Or to jail.
Or to jail.
Or to jail. Yeah. If he doesn't go into jail, he'll go out on loan.
Yeah.
Mill United.
Well, yeah. So that's it. I mean, as a front three, then. I mean, we've seen Aspas deployed as a centre forward because we've had no choice. Mm. I mean, Barini's vanished off the radar all of a sudden. You know, we've definitely got options.
I think there's a worry that if now that Downing's gone, that Barini might be seen as the guy to play on the right like he was last year, which is just a nightmare.
It's no good for anyone. That it's not good for Barini.
I would be a better bet because he's much more direct. Mm.
But we've definitely got the options. I don't mind. It depends. I think if Coutinho's playing off the front, I don't mind Barini playing wide.
I think Alberto can play there, mate. That's what he played a lot for Barcelona B last season, coming in from the right-hand side.
Maybe. Well, has he got the pace for the Premier League, is my concern.
Are we talking here best 11? Or are we talking starting team against
No, we'll come to
starting.
Because
best 11, I don't think any of them players are in it. I think you've got to look at Suarez, Coutinho and Sturridge are the three up front.
Yes.
None of these players are in.
Can we talk about he who shall not be named?
Yes, we can do. He's still in our best 11.
Yeah. But that's the thing, isn't it? Because essentially, there's two questions. It's what you've just said. If we're talking about, because we've sold Downing, are we talking about who plays again in the Downing position for Stoke, which is possibly a 1 or 2 game fix, and then going forward for the rest of the season? I'd like to think that there's someone coming in. Yeah. And the fact that we went for Mkhitaryan and didn't get him meant that we were trying to buy someone in that position. Yeah. We had the bid for Costa. We were going to have someone there. Now, whether we can get someone there of the quality that we want it's not going to be Ibe or Sterling or Barini. It's going to be whoever that player is. Yeah. Now, we don't want to be in a situation where it has to be Ibe or Barini or Sterling because that player doesn't choose us or we can't find them the bid. But then, in that scenario, especially with what Henry said, and I'm still unsure whether we keep Suarez or not, but it's Suarez, Sterling, Coutinho was a front three, isn't it?
We say that, and yet Downing played time and time again last year on the right, and it wasn't the three.
I honestly think it would change, and I think if Suarez stays, I think it'll be Coutinho and Suarez behind Sturridge, and he'll give them a bit more freedom. So I think say if you look at Joe Allen in the side behind him, he'll sort of cover the left side of the pitch and for whoever's coming in from that side. Like Coutinho and Suarez will cover the right side and he'll track back all day. But you need someone like Gerrard can't play behind Coutinho because he can't cover it. But Allen could play behind Coutinho quite easily and Suarez will track back himself, and then it's just about having Sturridge up front. I think that's our best sort of formation.
It seems though, just based on what we've seen so far this season, we started with that similar sort of pragmatic counter-attacking sort of side. But he does look as though he thinks we've now got the personnel, I think, to play the 4-3-3 that he wanted to, and I could see us going back to that, and that worries me a little bit, to be perfectly honest, because we played much better. I think the change of formation was linked a lot to I mean, obviously there's the personnel, Coutinho and Sturridge, of course, but I think that was a big contributing factor to how our improvements in fortunes at the end of the season, and I'm still not convinced on this 4-3-3. It seems very ponderous at times. And I don't know. I mean, what do you reckon then, Dad? Do you reckon we should go with the 4-3-3, or do you think we should go more with that? It's more of like a 4-2-1,
my only
3-1 or whatever, isn't it?
Is the lack of width.
Yeah.
You know, if your fullbacks aren't getting forward consistently and doing something, then you've got no width at all with those three playing up front. Yeah. Because they all come inside. And to be honest, I don't want to see any of them playing wide because then their strengths are not wide, are they? Mm-hmm. So that's my worry, and I do think they will buy someone to play wide, and that person will go into the mix, and depending on who we're playing, they will get a game.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I say, we've seen that. There's a lot of pressure on Enrique and Johnson to be at the best they can be if we're playing 4-3-3.
For that formation to work, they're your width. Yeah. Because your wingers invariably are inverted wingers. It's a right footer on the left and a left footer on the right, so they're naturally going to come inside to allow the wingers to come on the outside. That's the whole point of that system. Yeah. So if Enrique is too slow and he's still fixing his hair or whatever at the back, because Johnson will be up there all the time, it's Enrique you worry because he's dozy. It's whether he's pushing up enough.
And that's why we've been linked with really attack-minded. Like the left backs, even though we get linked with a different one every day, that's a done deal and it's apparently going to be signed, and it's not. Every one of them is an attacking left back. There's not one that's like, they're going to solve Enrique's defensive frailties, so we'll have that for that type of match. They're all ones who bomb on, they're all ones who are actually going to give you that even more.
Well, we're getting linked with left backs who are also left wingers and whatever. That says it, doesn't it? Like,
the other thing is, I wonder whether Allen's place is going to be up for grabs if we do buy someone who plays wide, and maybe Coutinho will sit in a bit deeper.
Well, it's interesting to note that when we changed it against Celtic, we didn't do a straight swap with Henderson and Allen. Henderson went and played left hand side, then Coutinho came into the middle. So I think what's nice about that is we've got loads of variation.
Options now,
We've got the potential, because last season you could name our first 11 almost exclusively every single week, whereas under Benitez you never had a fucking idea because we had squad rotation and Manny wasn't afraid to do just that. I think hopefully anyway we're going to go back to see a lot more of that this season, and that's good because if us the finalists sat at home can predict what the starting 11 is going to be, sporting professionals whose job it is to be able to scout the opposition, that can't possibly be a good thing. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll definitely see a lot more.
Unless you're Spain or unless you're Barcelona, and then it doesn't matter because you know what I mean. But yeah, no, the quality of the players. The one thing I'm scared about in that, just bringing it up here because it's about the 4-3-3, is because the fullbacks bomb on, you essentially play three at the back, which is your two centre backs and Lucas. So it's a massive year for Lucas, and it puts a lot of pressure. And he's lost a bit of the pace that he had before the injury when he was really good. And we ain't got anyone, especially with Cody even going out, who can play that defensive holding midfielder.
I want to see Henderson do it. He looked good against Preston, or that's only Preston early in pre-season, but against teams where you don't need a stopper, I wouldn't mind seeing Henderson.
He's got the energy to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up in a second. Anyone care to have a stab at a starting 11, Chris?
Go on. Mignolet in goal, Johnson right back, Toure, I get Enrique, Lucas with Gerrard and Allen, Sterling on the right, Coutinho on the left, and Sturridge up front.
Sturridge up front? I noticed that you've changed that on the spot. Like,
because I didn't realise we were playing today. Just to get him fit.
So
I had Aspas up front.
I'm going with Aspas on the right.
Yeah, Aspas instead of Sterling, that's mine.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that what I've touched on earlier is we've not seen Aspas deployed that way just yet because we haven't really had the ability to do it. So who knows? But again, that goes back into the air of mystery in our Liverpool Football Club. So great. Okay, let's have some score predictions before we go then. Dad, will start with you, please.
2-0.
Ooh, okay, Aubrey.
Ridiculously confident, 4-1.
Mike, go
3-0.
3-0. Chris?
3-0.
Fucking hell. Okay.
2.
Right, I'm going to go
1-0.
with 1-0. Yeah.
Why change the habits of a lifetime,
No,
Paul?
well, I just can't.
He hasn't got splinters in his ass this season from sitting on the fence.
We never batter stuff.
Well, it's about time, innit?
Yeah, but that's all right. Yeah, great, I want that.
That's my logic, Paul.
You're right. No, I agree with that. But I don't care. I just think it's vital that we win by hook or by crook.
Yeah.
These are games that it's going to be very hard, and just one goal from anywhere will do me. I'll be skipping all the way back to the.
We've got to get a better start than last season, so we've got to win this game.
Yeah, okay. We're the Ragamuffins. This is It Never Rains on Mossley Hill. So it's Amaral. 1, 2, 1.
Struggle when you're fighting your escape, and
Great streaming highlights as well.
Progressively fading.
It's nothing about 8, finish with 1.
Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. Go and subscribe to the RedmenTV.com. You can go and check it out now. We've revamped the website. Go and check it out. Just have a gander. There's loads of new articles on there. We've also been looking at pre-season. We've rounded that up. We're going to be looking ahead to Liverpool's 2013-2014 campaign in a full hour-long special. So that's there as well. And on Fridays from now on as well, we're going to have the Premier League show, which is going to be the Friday football show, unless we find out that badly infringes someone else's copyright. So that's going to be there on a Friday. 3 subscriber shows exclusive to the RedmenTV.com, plus a whole host of other free stuff just to get you in there and get you engaging. So please do check that out. Totally free for the month to check it out. If you're watching this on the subscriber shows already, thanks very much for watching Wednesday's show. We shall see you tomorrow for the LFC preview show. Thank you and good night. Ta-ra.